Hiya! Welcome back to episode 2 of Through the TBR podcast.
And today we have decided to do a little bit of a shorter form video / listening for the listeners. And we are going to pick our November TBRs. We thought we'd get in, talk about our TBR list for this month. Maddie's actually going to pick hers out on the podcast and give us a live reaction to what she's got. I've done my spinner on my phone, so I have actually forgot to do my TBR jar. Maddie's got a beautifully curated little jar full of paper to pick out her books.
But before we get to that, we'll just have a little, a
little catch up. How's it going? How have you been this week?
I've been pretty good, actually. Work hasn't been too hectic this week. No delays in flights.
You gotta love that.
So good. Just a few people abusing, but that's okay.
That's just so okay.
That's just my daily job at the moment. Yeah, how about you?
I've been good. I've just been keeping my little human alive. Ever since becoming a mum, I feel like I've become a grandma.
Yeah. You know what, though?
Bed by 9. Reading before bed. No screen time. I've really implemented that recently.
Yeah?
No screen time at least half hour before. And I read at least 10 pages of a book a day. That's my new rulings. I've actually been living by that.
Okay.
And then in the morning, apart from cancelling my alarm and checking the iPad to see if the baby's okay, I get up, put her bottle on, and read my book while it's warming up. Okay. Apparently it's really good if you've got high cortisol, which is what I've got. Every morning I have half a cup of coconut water, half a cup of orange juice, all together, but not orange juice. Freshly squeezed oranges with a little bit of salt, because the salt helps you hydrate, but you don't have too much.
Does salt help you hydrate?
It helps you keep, retain the water, sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a science behind it. I haven't read too much into it.
You're you know what?
But I've been less bloated.
Have you?
Yeah.
Maybe
I might not look it right now, but I look so less bloated when I've been doing that. So
I should do it.
It's hydration from the coconut water. But like you say, you don't have coconut. If you have it with orange juice, you can't taste it. So have it with orange juice. No, you actually legit can't.
See, I don't like it when people say things like this because I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, but
say,
you sit down, you sip it, you go,
smoothie.
now I can taste it. Because you think about it too much.
Well,
do you know what? One day I'm just going to come over and we do a podcast and bring orange juice over. I'm just going to have it in it.
I already know I'm going to like it.
It's so good.
I just don't know.
And then you get the vitamin C because I'm out in the sun all the time because Beta can't be in the sun. And you're not in the sun realistically at work that long.
I'm not in the sun at all.
Exactly, it could help.
Why do you think I look so white?
Anyway, tangent rambles.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, so that's what I've been doing with my week.
Well, I'm actually on a calorie deficit at the moment.
I hate calorie deficits. I need to do one though.
1,700 a day.
Oh.
So that's just without no working out. That's my thing.
Because you're not allowed to with your back.
I'm not.
Maddie has a fucked back.
I do, and a lot of health issues at the moment.
We're just traumatized health girlies.
We are. Honestly, we are. I love it, and that's why we're doing a book podcast.
And this is why books is an outlet too.
Yeah, because we need to get another reality because this isn't it.
This is not.
This is not it. We don't want to live in this life.
I'm 7 months postpartum with a chronic illness trying to lower my cortisol. That is a lot.
And I could die.
But I'm like, cowboy romance.
Cute.
Oh my god, she straddled him. I wish. My fucking legs do not lift that high.
Love. How?
How? I need diagrams.
While we're at it. It's tips and tricks, please.
Let me write them down.
Yeah.
You got your note journal next to your book.
Get my laptops. Word document up.
Okay. Right, we're going to pick our November TBR. Do you want to go first? Because you're picking.
Yes. Alright.
So Maddie's going to get her TBR jar out. For everyone who's not watching, hello, we're in your ears. We hope our voices aren't too annoying. Well, I'm worried mine is. Please leave a comment and a hate comment if you need to.
Yeah. If you want to have a hate comment about how ugly, fat, or how
we laugh.
Is annoying, laugh. Mine's probably awful. I know I wheeze.
I have a honey and a laugh.
I know I'm a wheezer, and I snort. I'm sorry. I can't help.
But yeah, so Maddie's got a whole list of her TBRs ready to go, and she's just going to pick. We decided to do book club is one book this month, and we're challenging ourselves to an extra book. So we choose.
Yeah, so 2.
So Maddie's picking
Wait,
book
3 in total?
3 in total.
Yeah.
Maddie is picking
Sorry.
our book club book for November, so she's going to pick that out. So that's one of our books. And then we're going to pick one we're definitely going to have to read, and then one extra for a hopeful. Because we normally get 2 books a month, so we want to challenge ourselves
To do that one extra.
to do one extra. So we are picking Maddie's November first book on her TBR.
Okay. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Ooh!
That one's actually not too bad.
I'm excited. Are you going to read
That's
the
the
special
first
edition
one too.
version?
See, this is my thing. Because I want to read the special edition.
But
But
because it's special edition?
I kind of want to leave it. But it's because I have a paperback as well. Like, if I, like, you know...
Ruin it a little.
Yeah. Not ruin it, but, like...
Maddie is very nice to her books.
I am very lovely to
I'm
my
a
books.
dog and type of gal.
I don't want to talk about it because it gives me, like,
It gives you the
attack.
ick.
It does give me an ick. It gives me a panic attack. I can't think of anything worse than wrecking
This
my
is-
books.
We're actually going to go into a deep dive into this topic of
Yeah.
book behaviours
Oh, yes.
in a future episode. So we're going to nip that one in the
Nip that
bud.
one, put a pin in it because it's a whole conversation and I get really into it. So we're not going to talk about that.
So your TBR challenge for this month is that good guide.
I have a good girl. Oh, wow.
Oh,
A good girl. Oh! A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Should I grab and read
Grab
this
it
nonsense?
down. Let's get a physical look and touch of the
Yeah.
book. We're actually going to read the back of the book just to give you guys an
For some
experience
reasons.
of what the book is about.
You know what? This is pretty good because they just released a TV show of this.
You could watch the
And
TV
I do
show.
want to watch the TV show, but I was like, I'm going to read the book first.
But there we go.
Okay.
Okay, read the back. Oh, reading it out loud's weird.
No, I was like, wait a second. Okay, the case is closed. Sorry. The case is closed. 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andy Bell was murdered by Sal Singh. The police know he did it. Everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa Fitz-Amobi isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as a topic for a final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is out there, how far will they go to keep Pip from the truth?
Ooh, I'm excited to know what you think about it.
It's
How
a
many-
thriller.
Ooh, how many pages? Thriller's not something we tend to gravitate towards,
No.
but lately I have been. Like
Yeah?
I think I've read 2 or 3 thrillers this year. It's a genre Maddie picked as a book club book,
I did.
and we
Oh my
read
God.
The Silent Patient, and it was epic. And it kind of led me into a bit of a thriller spiral.
See, that was my only thriller book.
I've read like 2 now.
I've stopped.
Well, maybe this might pick you
Maybe
back
this
up.
will help me because I'm more of a romancy girl. I love my fantasy reads and romance. 433.
That's not bad.
It's not 2 chapters.
You could take it to work and read on your breaks.
I could.
Okay. Do you want me to show you my pick? So
Yeah.
that is your have to read.
This
That's
is
what
my
your
have to
hopeful.
read. So I'll pop it on my thing here.
Yeah. That is your TBR.
That's my, yeah.
Okay, so I did my spinner while we were setting up,
Mm-hmm.
and my have to read book this month is Blue Sisters by, let me find out who the author is, Coco Mellors.
Not me thinking I say Coco Melon.
That book.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually been circulating all over TikTok recently, and there's like a couple of people I know on Instagram that aren't really book girlies that have posted they've been reading it.
Mm.
The cover just interested me as soon as I saw it, and I put it on my TBR. Haven't even bought it. I did buy it the other day. But the little bit of the blurb is, the Blue Sisters have always been exceptional and exceptionally different. Avery, a straight-laced lawyer living in London, is the typical eldest daughter, though she's hiding a secret that could undo her perfect life forever. Bonnie was a boxer, but following a devastating defeat, She's been working as a bouncer in LA. Working as a bouncer in LA until a reckless act one night threatens to drive her out of the city. And Lucky, the rebellious youngest, is a model in Paris whose hard-partying ways are finally catching up with her. Then there was Nikki, the beloved fourth sister who unexpectedly died, left Avery, Bonnie, and Lucky reeling. When a year later the three of them must reunite in New York to stop the sale of their childhood home, they find that it's only by returning to each other that they can navigate through their grief, addiction, and heartbreak to learn to fall in love with life again.
Okay.
I need to figure out how many pages it is. It is 352 pages.
That's better than mine.
And it was only published on the 3rd of September this year.
So it's only just out.
It's like a month, not even a month old yet. But I'm so excited to read it. Families, grief, relationships. I think I love when they're in different parts of the world and they have to come together to reunite. There's one big thing that's reuniting them.
You love that kind of trope.
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. I'm really excited to read it.
Okay.
The cover is just very aesthetically pleasing. I don't know if that's
it's drew you in.
That cover is different on Goodreads to the one I've got. Mine is just a mouth, the illustrated mouth that just says Blue Sisters. It's a white book, blue writing.
Okay.
Just drew me in. She has a lot of other books. There's Frankenstein and Cleopatra. That's another one that's been out for a while, but that cover drew me in the other day too. And when I picked it up, I was super excited. But I was like, you know what? I've got enough of my TBR right now. I'll put it on my list. And the spinner brought it out. So that's why I have to complete this month.
Okay. Which you're happy with. That's good.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Your turn to pick a hopeful.
A hopeful.
So back to the TBR jar Maddie. Let's see if we can get a good one. Let's see. I'm hopeful. You could probably get through Good Girl.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
I think, I feel like once I start reading something, I'm all good.
Yeah. And if you are getting in a bit of a slump while starting it, you could also watch a bit of the show.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, it's good.
Okay.
But it's a big one.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it is
massive.
A hopeful, but let's hope we can get through it. Or you can get through it.
Well, it's a Tommen series, so the first book.
Which one is that?
It is Binding 13. Oh! She's a big one.
But you know what?
Apparently
talking about it for ages.
Everyone says that book's amazing.
Oh, you know how many times you told me you want to read that?
I do. It's massive.
But the thing with a hopeful is that you can start it. You don't have to finish it. But the one thing about our TBR list and our TBR jars is that we haven't started any of them. At least if you get a dent in it, you can always carry it over to your next month's hopeful.
I was going to say you should get it and see how many pages, but that's on the bottom.
It's in the bottom of the shelf for the viewers here. It's right here.
Yeah.
Covered in books.
She's massive. I think
if you go on Goodreads and see pages and stuff like that.
I believe it's bigger. I have A Little Life there. I think it's bigger than A Little Life.
And you haven't even started that properly.
Well, A Little Life has a bookmark in there, if you see.
So Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh.
So near 900.
887 pages. Do you want me to read the blurb? Do you want to read it here? Oh my god, that's very long. That's the blurb.
That's the blurb from the behind the book?
Yep.
Holy dolly. Alright. His first, last, and only true love has always been rugby. Until now. He wants to save her. She wants to hide. She's damaged. He's determined. Fate brought them together. Love binds them. Joey Kavanagh has everything going for him. On the rugby pitch, he's a force to be reckoned with. Primed for stardom. He's starting straight for the top. He's heading straight for the top. Nothing can possibly get in his way, right? Not even the shy new girl at Tommen College. The one with the sad eyes and hidden bruises. The one that distracts him like no one ever has. Plagued with hidden injury and desperate to impress the scouts watching his every move. Johnny has been placed on a pedestal so high he has no room to make mistakes. Striving to maintain balance and on the crest of International Summer Campaign, Johnny needs to keep his head in the game. He needs to stay focused and cannot afford to let distractions get in the way of the bigger picture. But what happens when a lonely girl with sad eyes becomes the only picture? Life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. Bullied and tortured, she arrives at Tommen College midway through the school year praying for a fresh start and desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. On her very first day at the prestigious private school, she comes in contact with the notorious Johnny Kavanagh. Thrown through a loophole, her feelings for him, and desperate to keep a low profile, Shannon finds herself once again the target of bullies as she forms a fragile alliance with rugby's rising star. Falling into a complicated friendship and grappling with their undeniable chemistry, Johnny and Shannon must face obstacles that threaten their relationship. Two teenagers from opposite sides of the tracks collide. Friendship first love, rising fame, horrifying secrets, and lives are entwining in Binding 13. Binding 13 is the explosive first after.
That is such a long blurb.
I don't think that's the blurb. Surely
That's
not.
the blurb. That's on Goodreads.
Is it?
I mean, if the book's nearly 900 pages, I was expecting the blurb to be pretty long. But you know what? Like you said, isn't hopeful.
It isn't hopeful.
But you've been thinking of starting it for ages.
I have. You know how much I've been seeing that on Book Talk so much? Everyone's crying because apparently it's really sad.
You are such a...
I'm a crier.
She's a crier. She's a book crier.
I am a crier.
Okay.
I am a crier.
So my next one, which is the hopeful, I'm actually really glad I spun this. One, I've read the first book.
Okay. Good.
It's Lila Sage's Swift and Saddled.
Oh.
So I just finished reading Done and Dusted like 2 months ago, I'm going to say. I did it in August, 2 months ago. So it's the second book in the series, and they're really short, which I'm super happy that they're short. Let me see how many pages it is. Swift and Saddled. No. And what I'm really excited about is the next book in the series, Wild and Wrangled, is out this week.
Is it?
Yeah, it's out on the 5th.
So once you finish it,
I could go buy it.
Yeah.
It's 320 pages.
Stop it.
So I'm really glad that's my hopeful, because it's not a very long book at all.
Yeah, can't relate. My 900 book. My 900 page book.
I'll do a quick one. She's a city girl who refuses to be saddled with a man. He's a cowboy who wants her anyway. The last thing Ada Hart needs is a man to take care of her. Not anymore. After failing out of her interior design program and the disaster that was her short-lived marriage, Ada clawed her way back up from rock bottom. Now the only person she trusts is herself, and that has gotten her further than ever before. She has her own business, and one of the largest ranches in Wyoming just hired her for the most important project of her career. When Ada arrives in Meadowlark, she finds herself in a dive bar where she can't seem to shake her eyes off a handsome cowboy. When she leads him to the back of the bar, he leaves her with a kiss that most people can only fantasize about. She almost regrets that she's never seen him again, except it turns out he's her new boss. Weston Ryder is a happy guy. Even happier now, the mystery woman from the bar is an interior designer for his dream project on his family's ranch. He feels like he's hit the jackpot. Too bad she wants absolutely nothing to do with him outside of work. Ada is convinced the pull she feels towards Wes will go away, but Wes will go away, but Wes can't stop thinking about her. Even though walls are coming down around it Rebel Blue, Ada's walls are firmly in place. Can they make it through this project without giving in, or will they both put their dreams on the line for a chance at love?
Ooh.
Man, I'm a fucking sucker for a cowboy romance.
I mean, you must be so ecstatic that is what your next
When
read
that
is.
came up on the spin, I was like, yes.
You're like, oh. Yeah, that's
because
good.
the books are all intertwined with the couples and people they meet in the books.
Yeah.
So the first one's about, I can't remember, honestly. You know when you read a book and you're like, I loved it. Can't remember a single fucking thing that happened.
Literally all my books.
But Ada is the first person, like their first female main character in the book's best friend.
Oh.
So like they're all intertwined that way.
Yeah.
So I'm super, super excited.
That's a good one.
I'm excited. It is a hopeful, but I'm excited. I feel like I could do it.
You would be able to do that. I feel like
Let's
Yours
hope my
is-
baby will actually comply. So this is the most anticipated pick. It's Maddie's November book club book
Should
pick.
I just pick it out?
No, I think you should pick.
Should I just pick it?
Yeah, just pick something that's calling to you. Do you remember? Oh, so quick reference while Maddie's looking for a book.
Yeah.
Our book club rules is that it has to be between, like, the max pages is it 450?
I think 450.
450 was our max, and we have one definite rule: do not DNF the book.
Yeah.
It's a good, even if you don't like it, it's a good conversation to have with each other, and we will be putting it on our Instagram and TikTok and everything like that. So if you want to join our virtual chat thing we're going to have on Instagram, join that, and you guys can get in the discussion about the book too.
Let's do Once Upon a Broken Heart.
Ooh, okay. Once Upon a Broken Heart, can I see it?
Yeah.
I don't think I own this book.
Do you not?
I don't think so. Maddie's too small for the I don't own it, but do you know how many times I've tried to own it?
You're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna buy it.
Okay.
So this is gonna be our new book club book.
Is it hefty?
I'm literally.
I'm
What?
such a font person. If the font's not big enough in a physical book, I put it down.
It's all.
Okay, I'm not mad.
It's not. Yeah,
I'm not mad.
That's acknowledgement.
I hate you.
Me too. Get rid of it. 403.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty achievable.
Look, with
Very
this book
similar.
that we have to read, obviously book club, and I think our first picks were pretty decent. Like, both decently sized.
Mm-hmm.
It's just our hopefuls. But
It is our hopefuls. Yeah,
they're good.
it is good.
I mean, it's going to be such a good book
It's a
reading
book
month.
that I want to read for so long.
And you keep putting it off.
I keep putting it off. This, like, literally every single one of
Go
them.
for it, read it. I'm excited.
For as long as it,
Dyslexia.
yeah, literally. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline. Ooh, sorry. How did you say that name? Evangeline.
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 Start from the start.
For as long as she can remember, Evangeline. I'm sure you're.
No, from the start. Evangeline.
For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in happily ever after until she learns that the love of her life is about to marry another, and her dreams are shattered. Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. Oh, wait. But after Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game, and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy.
Ooh, okay, I'm
This
excited
sounds
though. Let me have a look.
good.
Do you know what?
Everyone loves this, but it's YA.
Okay, I'm excited though.
That's the only thing that's the only thing that's putting me off, because I know that there's not going to be much happening with.
Because it's a first of a series. Is there 3 in it?
Yeah,
3. I'm gonna have to go buy this book.
you're gonna have to.
I feel like, should I just get...
You should
ever
get all
go-
3.
You know I'm not like this. I'm super excited. Well, you know what? We ended on a high, I think.
I
We
feel
are
like
gonna probably
that's
wrap
the
this
one.
up.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited. I hope you guys liked our picks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll pop it in our Instagram so you guys can read along if you want to.
Yes.
But like our Instagram, it's through the TBR_podcast. Our TikTok is through the TBR podcast. Like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. You guys have already seen the clip. Hopefully you've watched this before getting to the end.
Or on.
And if
on
you're
Instagram.
listening, go ahead and just hit a subscribe. Leave comments in the...
Leave the comments in the comments.
I told you, like, just start a conversation. Talk about your TBRs. Talk about the books that you've read.
Honestly, if you just want to say hi,
Just say hi.
say hi.
We do reply.
if you want to say bye, bye.
If you want to put a dislike, put a dislike.
Yeah, literally
But-
do what you want.
We will see you in another 2 weeks.
Yes, we'll see you in the next episode.
Have a good weekend.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper.
Have a great 2 weeks.
Honestly.
Read as much as you can. Have fun.
Yeah,
If you don't read as much as you can, that's fine.
just live.
Enjoy.
Just live. Bye.
Ciao.